to make a game with double jumps. Double jumps for you. In my other videos, I couldn't figure it out, but this time I'm gonna do it as one lesson since I figured it out most recently. So it's going to be a game like Rush Shot. It's not gonna be completely like this, but you see, if you press up 2 times, it will work. But if you try to press 3 times, it won't work. We're not gonna do the enemy stuff, but we're only gonna do like a cool tile map where you just try to upgrade and go up. But we're not gonna do enemies and stuff. No projectile shooting. None of that like this game. We're only gonna do the double jumps in a cool tile map. And the cool tile map isn't gonna be any tile map. I'm gonna name this Jump to Hell. Jump to Hell. Wait, no. Jump to Heaven. Wait, no. Jump to the gods. You're just gonna jump to the gods. If you're gonna jump to the gods, you need to have a really long time left. But I can't really do that. So I'm gonna split this game into 3 tile maps. One tile map is going to be one place. This is going to be ground level. Oh, I am. It's going to be 30. This is going to be ground level. And then after that is sky level. And then I'm going to have 4 levels. The first level would be, let me note them down. Ground. Oh. And then after that is sky, space, and then finally, last but least, God. Okay, so that's gonna be our stuff. I'm gonna leave it here, if you want to see it. Let's start building our time. We're gonna need this ground block to cover up all of this. We're gonna have little other ground tiles growing throughout the game. I think we're gonna make it so that there's actually 3 jumps instead of 2. Since there's really 4 jumps in this game, as you can see. Okay, that's gonna be kind of it. You know, if you look at my levels game, we're just gonna do the other stuff in my levels thing since I'm not gonna cover the other worlds. But you can make them yourselves. Like for the space tile, you could do all black with yellow stars with a space thing. And for the sky thing, you can do clouds like this. And just white patterns. And then the rest could be blue. But right now I'm just gonna do light blue. Oh, not me. Okay. Good. You can do anything. You don't have to do that. But right now I'm gonna do that, okay? We're gonna have a sprite. Of course, this is gonna be the jumping guy. If you look at the other games, there's like a character, and then this character is like having this kind of. And then he's like, I don't know, but he's kind of like this. And then he has to jump to different platforms to get higher. And then there's enemies that he has to shoot down or something. But this is the character we're going to try to design. I don't really know his colors really much since I wasn't playing the game very much. But I'm gonna make a little belt like that. Well, this does not look at him at all. Does not, trust me. But it's the best I got. No, 928. 928. Guys, you're only doing 928 if you did 20 by 30. You see, you can see the things like you can put your thing somewhere, like here, and then you see the numbers down here since my mouse is not there. But if you say this represents where I put my mouse, it would be like direct my mouse here. It would be negative 1228, but it's not actually negative 1228. Since if you look, it's actually 428. But we're not gonna have our sprite go on that. We're doing 928. We're gonna only be able to move our sprite left and right. Let's make this like an 80, but VY should be 0. The camera has to follow the sprite where the camera is gonna be nowhere. Like you can't really see the sprite. Look. Oh, we want him to be touching the ground, so let's drag him to the bottom. Okay, that's better. Good. Now he's all fixed. You can't even jump at all right now. You have 3 jumps. I'm gonna have 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 for the variable. I'm gonna set this thing to 3. I'm gonna say on A button pressed, he jumps right. I'm gonna have a condition. If is 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 is larger than 0, so it can be 1, 2, or 3. But you're asking me why can't this be like 4, 5, 6? Because we're gonna have the code in the code. And the code will never say that the 1.2.3 is more than 3. Got that? And if you're doing 2 jumps, then you can set this to 2, and you do the same here too. Okay? We're gonna make him jump, of course. Set sprite V velocity Y to like 230. Well, we need to add the negative. Okay, let's see. Jump. Well, he doesn't fall, so he's technically going up forever. So I'm gonna set sprite A acceleration Y to 500, and actually I pick 500. I know. 490. Let's look. That's a pretty good for one jump. But he can jump forever. It's not just 3 jumps right now. So I'm gonna say he also changed this by -1. But then it's gonna, after a while, it's gonna become -1. So he's never gonna be able to jump again after 3. 3, 4. He can't jump anymore. But I want, after he jumps 3, if he touches the ground again, like any piece, he can jump 3 times again. So I'm gonna say on game update, so it constantly checks like there's like no milliseconds between. It keeps checking. So I'm gonna say if it became 0, if the 1.2.3 equals 0, but we're gonna get an AND block, because if it equals 0, it doesn't matter if he gets on the ground. He can just, since this is, I'm gonna say set 1.2.3 to 3. But you know why I need this AND? Sure, let me show you what happens if I don't use this AND. This is what happened. I can keep pressing A constantly still. That's because every time I do this, but once 0, it just refills again. You don't need to touch the ground to refill. I didn't define that. So I need to put this down here. And to make it go to scene, scroll down, get, where's it? No, somewhere here. Oh yeah. Is sprite hitting wall bottom? That means if the bottom of this sprite is hitting a wall, then that. Let's test our game. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you can't do that. 1, 2. Wait, no. We're also gonna say, since if you only do 1 or 2 jumps, the next time you can only jump 1. So I'm gonna have another if block, and says, let's do this again. Sprite hitting wall bottom, it's also gonna reload. Two, 3. Yes, that was perfect. 1, 2, no, 3, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. What can I do? 5. You know, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, good. 2, 3, good. 1, 2. Yay, get to the top. But we're gonna define one last thing, which is, what should I define? Maybe the player gets maybe a little boost when he touches the part. I'm gonna make just a yellow thing and place it here. I'm gonna say, if player overlaps that, I'm gonna make him very fast. I'm gonna make him be able to jump too. I'm gonna put this inside a function low jump. Low jump, good. Put this inside. We can do called low jump. We're gonna say level 1 pass. Can I set to 0 at this time? But once we get here, I'm gonna set to 1. If it equals 0, if the level 1 pass equals 0, do that. Else, I'm gonna duplicate this, but I'm gonna do high jump 1. Actually, high jump 1. High jump, just high jump. Make this negative 250. And I'm gonna say actually high jump. Now if I experience my game and I somehow win, since I won that time, I was supposed to get my prize that time, but I didn't code that part yet that time. So now I'm gonna get my prize. Look, after I touch this, I'm gonna go speed. Yeah, I can go super speedy. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm gonna go super fast, and I can jump so high. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I wasn't able to jump that high before. I'm pro now. And I'm also gonna have like a trail. Okay. Throughout your levels, you can change these to make his speed even larger, like 300. Except if you're using an iPad or like a tablet, then you won't be able to change this larger than 100. So, wait, actually you might be able to, but according to me you won't. So you could just set, you go really slow at the front, and then you go a little faster in the second level. On the third level you can go medium 100 fast. But right now I'm using a Mac, so I can turn this like even 2000 like this. I can turn it like this. This is my number. Okay. I'm gonna go so fast now. I'm glitch. I'm gonna glitch after I get that fast. If it glitches, then you have to like. It's gonna be so cool. Look. I'm so fast. Look, I can't move because it's glitching so bad. Let's change this back, because I don't want it moving too fast. Okay. I guess this is my game. You can add more levels if you want, since... What did I delete it? Yes, I deleted it. Okay. You can also make different levels too, if you want. That's cool. Okay. I guess that's the end. Bye, guys. Bye. Let me draw something that says bye. It's gonna be like... bye. Red, orange, and yellow. Background's gonna be dark blue. Okay, soon our bye surprise will be ready. Look, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Third one. Let's gonna say bye first. 3, 2, 1. Let me pause it first. 3, 2, 1. That didn't work. Background image to bye. Let's put all the scrambling code away, okay? It's gonna say bye. It's gonna say it. This mirror. 100% trying to find this stuff, but okay, let's see if it works. Please say bye. Okay, that didn't work, but bye. Bye, guys. I gotta. Bye, I gotta leave. Bye.